What's going on, y'all? The HR2 Productions bringing you a brand new video for today. So you see the title, you see the thumbnail, and yes, this will be my thumbnail or something similar. But you know what? AEW is still a good company despite its flaws when it comes to the indie wrestlers and like the Young Bucks. You know, even though I don't like the tag teams, but they do put on a great show in my honest opinion. So I haven't watched, wrestling on TV in a long time. So I'll probably look at some clips and highlights on YouTube, like I usually do. And I'll probably do like a Roman Reigns video later on with him and Cena, kind of a promo this past Friday on SmackDown. But you know what? We're here to check out Planet Productions video on wrestling shows. Wrestling shows. Shorter, the better. Let's hop into it.
His newest show, Rampage. For anyone who does not know, it's their new 1-hour program that takes place on Friday nights right after SmackDown from 10 to 11 p.m. And I would say that their first show was a massive success.
Wait a second. So AEW put out a new show, Rampage, from 10 to 11. Wow, this is really cool. I got to check that out.
It was absolutely jam-packed, and every second of the first episode was really good. The show started off with an amazing match between Christian Cage and Kenny Omega for the Impact World title, and to everyone's surprise, Christian won the title in the best match of the night. I think it's safe to say that he has not missed a beat. Christian moves like he is still 30 years old, and it's actually very impressive considering that he's been out of action for so many years. After that, we saw a short but sweet match.
Don't think just because any wrestler that's been out of business for years that can't wrestle, they still got some moves. Never underestimate a legend.
Between Miro and Fuego del Sol for the TNT title, and Fuego got some good offense where the crowd actually believed that he was going to win for a second, but he ultimately did not because Miro won and ripped the contract in his face that he would have gotten if he
I gotta check this show out.
Regardless of that though, Sammy Guevara came out to the ring to announce that Tony Khan wanted to sign him anyways, and it was pretty wholesome seeing Fuego actually cry due to excitement. He definitely deserved that contract. And finally, the main event of the show was Britt Baker versus Red Velvet for the Women's Championship, and I thought it was a really good main event. The women being put in the main event makes it look
Man, just hearing him talking like this, it kind of makes me want to watch the show now. Like, I'm kind of interested of checking it out. I might do a reaction to this episode once I'm done with this video.
Promising for the division for the future of AEW. And I just want to say that Britt Baker is an absolute star, and Red Velvet is also very good, but I was not a fan of the ending with how that woman showed up. That really didn't generate a pop. It was still a good show nonetheless, and this really didn't ruin it, but it was just odd seeing someone totally random that I don't know who she was, and I think the crowd, a lot of people didn't know either. Anyways though, I enjoyed this episode of Rampage much more than I enjoy AEW Dynamite, Raw, and SmackDown, and I think it actually might become my new favorite wrestling show, and the sole reason for that is the runtime. I believe that it was a genius move to make the show only 1 hour long, and there's so many reasons why this works so well. The first thing that I can think of is that the short time allows the show to only feature important things. This means that there's not any filler garbage things that is ruining the flow of the night. There are so many times when
I gotta watch
any
this show.
wrestling show where things are very hot and then they cool down because of filler TV. SmackDown does this a lot. Like I said, there's a lot of good things on SmackDown with John Cena and Roman Reigns, but then the minute they're gone and they put filler people in there, it's just extremely boring and it kills the mood. Rampage did not experience this whatsoever because they were limited with time. Another reason why I loved the 1 hour format is because it was so much easier to digest. I'm not the type of person who wants to watch 3 hours of a TV show. I'm sorry, but Raw will forever be impossible to fully watch.
Yeah, Raw sucks now. 3 hours too long.
To hold my attention for that long, especially when these shows are not that amazing. SmackDown and Dynamite are definitely the easier shows to watch. But even those sometimes can get boring and I could get tired a little bit. Watching 1 hour was so much easier. It literally flew by. And the best thing that comes out of this 1 hour long show is that it makes me want to watch it even more for the next week. I've never been truly this excited to watch a wrestling show in a while. I am actively thinking about next week's episode because I feel like I did not get enough from this week, and that's how it should be.
Yeah, I gotta watch this show.
WWE, on the other hand, gives us way too much to the point where we don't want it. And I also think this is a major reason
especially
why
Raw.
NXT works so well. An hour of NXT was so much better than 2 hours. Raw was also much better when it was 2 hours long instead of 3 hours.
Yeah.
I feel like the shorter the show, the better when it comes to wrestling. If I was the WWE, I would seriously look into creating a 1 hour show, or maybe even bringing back Saturday night's main events. I'd be much more interested in watching that 1 hour show than 3 hours of Raw and then 2 hours of SmackDown. It's just way too much. I gotta give credit where it's due. AEW was really wise to try this out, and I'm really excited.
Yeah, I think I might use this for my thumbnail.
Rampage. Next week's episode might break the internet, so I can't wait even more for that. Anyways, that is it for the video.
Yeah, I gotta watch this show because based on the way he's reviewing this show, it kind of makes me want to watch it. So yeah, y'all enjoy this video. Let me know in the comments down below, and y'all take it easy.